Hello and welcome back to my little corner of the interweb. I'm a Clafmatic and I just watched Native Instruments live stream with their new Machine Plus, and well, they answered a lot of questions, but it left me with a few more of my own. So let's get into it. For me, biggest takeaway of this was, well, the confirmation of no cooling. Not even a vent. I didn't even ask for a cooling system. I didn't ask for a CPU fan. I asked for vents. He's like, nah, y'all getting a hot pocket. I don't know what Machine has figured out. I don't know what Native Instruments got going on over there. What they found out. It sounds too good to be true. Let me take this a step back. It acts like a duck. It looks like a duck, and it quacks like a duck. What does that tell you? It's a duck. Well, this has a CPU and RAM. It's a computer. They're selling you a computer without a cooling system in it. They didn't really go too much into detail into it in the live stream, but he alluded to the fact that Native Instruments had figured something out to keep this CPU cool. It's in a completely metal box. It has something to do with the fact that it's pushed up directly against or close to the metal because the PCB board would still be in between the processor and the box. So that still doesn't really make sense to me, but whatever. What do I know? I'm just an end user, right? It's Linux though. They confirm that in the video. It's gonna be Linux based, which I don't really know what that means as far as performance or anything. I've never used Linux, let alone Machine on a Linux system. I've used Windows and like Macs when I'm DJing and photoshopping. Again, I asked if we were gonna get any input monitoring with this. That question didn't get answered, but I think I already know the answer. No. Now, why would I buy a $1,400 piece of equipment, a $1,400 computer with a built-in audio interface, and it not have input monitoring? That it just seems dumb, honestly. When they started talking about the USB 3.0 ports in the back, it raised a question in my head, and they actually answered it. Can we use another machine controller? Would I be able to hook up my MK3 or something else to this and use Machine? And well, the answer was yes. In theory, that is cool, but in practice, to me, that sounds like a bottleneck nightmare. Especially with no cooling in this thing, I don't even think my laptop can run two machine controllers at the same time. Can they? I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna do that after. So yes, we can use Machine on this. Hook up another machine controller and use Machine. Almost, he alluded to almost like having like two turntables, which again, like I said, in theory is cool, but in practice, I don't know. He the gentleman who demoed this, Boris, who does all of Native Instruments demos as of late, he loaded up 16 instances of Massive on each pad. He put a Massive on each pad. And originally, the first pad was like 7%, and then with all 16, it was like 25% CPU usage, which is cool, but he didn't play anything, so there was no real test going on. It was just loaded up. I need to see this thing used the way it is going to be used by 98% of the end users. I need a real demo. I don't think we've gotten a real demo since Jeremy Ellis on this micro. Like, if you want to see the full video, by all means, but this right here, like, look at this. I'm not gonna have the audio in here because it's probably gonna get copyright striked or something. But just look up Jeremy Ellis performs on Machine Micro. Get Buck Rogers on these demos. I need somebody. That's all I want. I want a real demo of this. I want a real stress test. I want to see benchmarks. Machine, they have not sold me. Native Instruments has not sold me on this product. They also said in the video there is going to be a update day one. The arranger isn't ready. Somebody, the gentleman in the chat asked before me to see the arranger, but we were told it is still in beta and not ready yet. I also believe in the demo Boris was using a beta version of the Maschine Plus. So that scares me. Big yikes. No vents, no cooling system whatsoever, not even vents. Yikes. Update day one. Yikes. No arranger yet that everybody was making a video about. Oh, the arranger's coming. That was a month ago. And it's still in beta. This product is supposed to ship in 3 weeks with a premium price tag of $1,400 on it. And no battery. It seems like Native Instruments is trying to stop the bleeding. Akai has just been jabbing and right hooking away, just teeing off on them. And if they would have dropped this instead of the MK3, then we would be having a conversation. But you can't come a year later after the MPC Live 2 done came out, and the MPC 1 and the MPC Beats is now free to download. Like, come on, bro. They're gonna be eaten by the ecosystem alone. And like between the lack of functionality and Akai's ecosystem, I it's this is like a band-aid on a bullet hole. They came back with Metal Sonic. Like, Maschine Plus is just a metal version of the Maschine MK3. I wasn't sold on it originally, but now I am even more skeptical. Let me know down in the comments how you feel about this. What thoughts you have, if you're gonna get it, would a price drop do it? Like, especially since I already have the MK3, I just don't see the value in spending $1,400 on a computer that's not even gonna be able to run the full software for which it was designed. Now, if I had an older machine, I had the MK1, even the MK2. I wanted to see what the MK3 was about, and then I heard about this. All right, I would buy this, but existing MK3 users, if they're excited about this, I want to talk to y'all, because I want to know why. I just really want to know why.